everyone, I'm Cheswick44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Avadon 3. Last episode, we went upstairs and spoke with Protus a bit, as well as a couple other people around here who asked us to do things. Now, well, we do need to go to Redbeards Tower, but first I'm curious about... Wait, Redbeard Tower access? This is how you get to the tower? Avadon main floor access. Avadon dungeon access. This goes to the dungeons? That's interesting. That just goes way down to here. You turn the wheel. A nearby gate opens! Okay, that went down to there. Interesting. And this other stairway, I think, goes to the floor below for some reason. Come on. Yeah, it does. It goes down to here. Very interesting. Very curious. So, if I take this portal... You look through this portal, trying to see where it goes. You see dry land and thickets of massive cactus. Looks like the Kava. When you get close to it, you start to feel very sick. The feeling intensifies the closer you get. The portal is charged and ready for use, but something is holding you back. We need to complete what's needed for Redbeard then, I guess. Alright. Okay. Nothing in there we can take. Okay, that's just the librarian. Can't take anything there. One of Protus's hearts is patrolling his tower. She walks through the corridors, looking through windows at the surrounding mountains and taking notes. An assistant occasionally catches up with her with a fresh report. She notices you as she walks by. She checks a scroll. You are Gabriel, traveling with Redbeard. Questionable loyalty, under observation. Yes, you can be in this tower. I am Heart Hannah. I offer you a late welcome to Avadon. You're a Heart of Avadon. That is my honor. Redbeard brought me here from the Kava, asked for me personally. My family has some prestige in the Kava, and so we are expected to send many to serve. My service was acceptable, thus Protus chose to keep me around with new responsibilities. I am honored. What did you do in the Kava? I was an inquisitor. I sought those who violated the stone code. A harsh life. I made many hard decisions. This appealed to Redbeard. How did Redbeard hear about you? His hands, eyes, and hearts are always looking for talented souls to bring to the Black Fortress, either voluntarily or by conscription. Of course, I came here enthusiastically. Tell me about your family. We had wealth and position. In the Kava, however, such privileges are paid for with service. Our lands are occupied by the Warborn now. We've lost much. I'm determined to take it back. What sort of service? Military, legal, charity. One measure of a family's value is how many of its children serve the people and the Pact. By being here, I serve the Pact and my family's prestige at the same time. We will help when the war ends and we rebuild. It helps our prestige that my family has given 2 daughters to the cause, me and my sister. Sister. My sister is here. Envoy Diran, sent by Hanvar's council to assist Avadon and Protus. That must be the Diran who contacted you outside the Green Refuge, asking you to spy on Redbeard for her. We were on different sides once. Now we work together. I would be happy to tell you more about her. Let's talk about Envoy Diran. I would be happy to. She has already told me about you. You're working for a dangerous rogue. Redbeard is falling and he is dragging you down with him. Yet we both have hope that you will be redeemed. She's a powerful woman now, even more so than me. I'm happy for her. She seems sincere. She's powerful? She works for Hanvar's council. When the council has orders for Avadon, she delivers them. Then she reports back to them on Avadon's activity. That role gives her a huge amount of influence. You work together now? Happily, yes. When I served Redbeard, she was not pleased. She saw Redbeard was a threat to the Pact before I did. Now that we both work with Protus, we get on very well. She asked me to do something. I am sure she did. You are quite important in your own way. What does she want? She actually wants some of Redbeard's hair. Heart Hannah is genuinely amused. Really? That is a peculiar bit of old magic. Weak stuff. There's not much that can be done with hair. She's reaching. I'll be sure to tease her about it later. Should I help her? I think so. It won't affect Redbeard either way, but it will earn you a powerful ally. It's a savvy move. What do you do for Avadon? As a heart, I advise acting Keeper Protus directly. The rest of the time, I am searching the Pact for the disloyal. Redbeard lost track of his true purpose. He couldn't tell who a true threat to the Pact is. I am correcting his errors and finding those who keep the Pact from coming together. Where do you look for the disloyal? Everywhere. Armies, governments, business. I am focused on those fanatics who would make Pact states fight each other. This nonsense about the Pact fighting over little bits of land over old grudges has to stop. How are you different from Redbeard? I am more careful. I worry about what is best for the Pact, not about my own pride and delicate feelings. Also, we can't remove anyone on Hanvar's council anymore. That is the main thing Protus gave up. They are now above us. But what if someone in Hanvar's council really is hurting the Pact? The members of the council are chosen by the 5 nations of the Pact. If one of them is a traitor, we just have to trust that their nation removes them. We can't remove them ourselves. Removed how? Redbeard removed them with jailing and execution. Life is hard for anyone he's suspected of disloyalty. Life is hard and short. Are you sure traitors will be removed? I don't know. It's a new system. We're still working on it. Right now, we're just focused on winning the war. Very well, then. What have we got here? Kalimdariel. Alright, then. The people of Kalimdariel have the most advanced, sophisticated culture in all of Linnaeus. And they take great pains to make sure that nobody ever forgets it. Their food, their music, their literature all have a complexity and quality unknown outside any state, but perhaps Dharam. Kalimdariel's culture is a subtle melding of the customs of all of the peoples who have invaded it over the centuries. Because of the breadth of its lands and difficulty defending them, Kalimdariel has rarely been able to hold off an invader. Instead, it takes the hordes in, seduces them with their way of life, and in the end, assimilates them. But this has long been a painful and trying process, with much death and devastation. And thus, the current rulers of Kalimdariel had no difficulty deciding to join the Pact when membership was offered. In the centuries since, some things changed in Kalimdariel, like their military, which has grown far stronger, and their ruling nobles who have, in their new safety, engaged in baroque political struggles, court intrigues, and campaigns of quiet assassination. Culture, on the other hand, remains. A bit stagnant and codified, perhaps, but still the envy of the known world. Kalimdariel is terrified by the crumbling of the Pact in the Age of Chaos. At the same time, their lasting argument with Hulklandia over the ownership of the contested Baraza Woods has erupted into constant violence, and Avadon no longer has the strength to step in and stop it. Hulklandia. Of course, the other side. Hulklandia, one of the 5 nations of the Pact, is the land of the folk. Centuries of warfare left Hulklandia with an understandably paranoid outlook. To them, there are the folk, good loyal Hulklandians who can be trusted and valued, and the outsiders, who are to be regarded with mistrust at best. Outsiders are, of course, anyone who is not of the folk. Hulklandian society is highly stratified. Every member of the folk undergoes a rigorous period of testing, mental and physical. The results of this trial determine that citizen's unalterable life path. The talented child of a peasant farmer might become a lord, but he will stay a lord for life. Families in Hulklandia are tightly knit clans, and ties of blood demand unquestionable support in any conflict. But at the same time, members of the same army, wing of the bureaucracy, or other social unit are also supposed to stand together against outsiders. These two obligations can frequently come into conflict. To manage divided loyalties, Hulklandians have a dizzying web of customs, etiquette, and rules of warfare. The countless laws that govern Hulklandian life, many unwritten, some even unspoken, are frequently impenetrable to outsiders. Sometimes to the folk as well. In the current age of chaos, Hulklandia's membership in the Pact is violent and uncertain. On the surface, all is well. At the same time, Hulklandia and its neighbor Kalimdariel are fighting a bloody guerrilla war over lands between them. Avadon is powerless to end this carnage. Of course, as we kinda know. Alright, only way to go now is to the tower itself, over in this direction. Yep, here it is. Alright, up we go. Hopefully I have enough room to carry things. You ascend into Redbeards Tower. For decades it has been the secret sanctum of the mighty Keeper of Avadon. Almost nobody in Linnaeus has ever stepped into this most secret of places. The first floor is some sort of laboratory or battle hall. There are 6 magic circles ringing the room. A platform for dueling is in the center of the hall. Everything is dusty. Protus hasn't been up here. You aren't sure what this hall is for. For all you know, Redbeard summons monsters and kills them as a hobby. Or it's a defensive mechanism, and as soon as we step forward, we're going to end up fighting something. Or maybe not. Interesting. Alright, what do we got here? I mean, that steel helm would be helpful, but I can't really carry it. Alright, what about here? The second floor of the tower is bizarre. The floor is basalt. Deep troughs in the stone are full of magma. It's excruciatingly hot. Mist and smoke cuts visibility, but you can see a large stone basin on a platform in the middle of the chamber. You can also see hunched figures wandering through the smoke and soot. This floor has guards. Rebellious Infernals. So what's this in the center? The closer you get to the pool in the stone basin, the stronger your desire to drink from it. You stumble to the edge and put your hands on the sides. As you prepare to plunge your head in, you notice words on the side. For the sustenance of the keeper. Drink. You plunge your head into Redbeards Basin and drink deep. The water is amazing. It is cool and fresh, and it is infused with power. There is a powerful enchantment on the basin that you have not been prepared to receive. The water burns in your stomach, releasing its power. You can't withstand Redbeard's magic. You wither away from the inside out and die writhing on the basalt floor. Well, probably should have expected that to happen. Alright, this time we won't do the stupid thing, and will not drink from the basin that's for the keeper. I'm going to try to get the attention of individual demons over here. Oh, too late. I got the attention of one. One of the Guardian Infernals gets close to you. It sniffs at you and snarls. Your presence confuses it. It grumbles, "You marked. It is not attack. It wants to attack, to eat. It eats weak things. It wants to see it. See you are not weak." And then it lunges at you. Okay then. Well, as long as I do it one at a time, we'll probably be fine. War curses are irritating. And the second one's coming at me. And I think the other ones probably are as well. You have managed to club the Infernal into submission. It cowers and moans. It sees! The meat is strong! The meat can pass! It shows it is worthy! Then the Infernal turns, eager to prove its value by fending off any other rebellious Infernals. Ooh, interesting. So basically, we're gonna beat them until they decide, okay, we get it, we're going to stop. And it's submitted. Alright, let's keep doing this with all of these Infernals. Woo-ha-ha. Can totally be done. And that one's submitted. That was completely pointless. Submitted. 2 more. That was a good hit. That one might be about to submit anyway. That was fast. 1 more. I wonder what that portal is. And there we go. We're good. Okay. The Infernal cowers from you. No, it submits! Please, leave it be! These things are big, but very dumb. They aren't good conversation. What are these portals? Redbeard has several private portals. He could use them to travel to... Actually, you aren't sure. Every aspect of the Keeper's private life is a total secret. The portal is dim. It doesn't have the power to carry you away. Also, I see some gemstones. Yoink, yoink, yoink! Alright, let's go further up then. Now, where are we? Oop. Nothing in there except trash. At At last you are in Redbeard's private chambers. They are as beautiful and opulent as you'd expect, though everything is a bit dusty. Windows provide a glorious view of the icy mountains surrounding Avadon. There are guards on this floor, too. Stone sentinels lurch around looking for intruders. One of them senses you and turns toward you. Then as you draw your weapon, it stops. You watch with relief as it turns and lumbers away. Somehow it sensed that you were supposed to be here. Good. Well, let's explore. I want to talk to you. The mindless sentinel grinds his way past you. The thing is huge. You're very glad that it's not attacking you. Nothing in there to take. Alright. What's over here, then? Nothing there. Here's stone grinding on stone. Hello. Found a secret passage, it looks like. Some sort of statuette. Charmed Titan statue. That's even better than the Charmed Ogre statue. I can't even carry anything else now. God damn it. Ugh. Okay, so somewhere in here is what we need. Gold ring, gold necklace. Robes. Some things that have some value. That's it. This chest. This box is full of Redbeard's personal effects. There's nothing... There's clothing, toiletries, and other junk. Even a few pots of makeup. Redbeard left most of it behind when he fled Avadon. There's nothing of value. You sort through the box, looking for a bit of Redbeard's hair. There isn't any. Not even a strand. Even on the combs. Interesting. He seems to have taken pains to not leave any hair behind. This is a junk box. It's full of tools, nails, cutlery, and other odds and ends. You find some scrolls, a broken comb, some pipes, and other mundane items. Nothing of real value. You sort through the junk, looking for a bit of Redbeard's hair. There isn't any. Not even a strand. Not too surprising. At the bottom of the box, you do find a ceramic flask. You open it and find that it's full of sticky medicinal goo. This must be the flask he described in the letter. You take it. Alright, mission accomplished. Now we can get out of here. Which should actually be easy. As you leave Redbeard's quarters, you check the scroll he gave you. It has changed. A final line has appeared at the bottom of the sheet. Portal is south of Audience Hall. Go it. Find me. Hurry. That's all it says. Redbeard's handwriting gets kind of wild at the end, and then the writing lurches off of the edge of the sheet. Okay, we need to get there fast, then. You return with great regret to the lava floor. All the infernals are gone. Instead, someone is waiting for you. You can see a familiar figure waiting for you by the basin in the middle of the chamber. Is that Protus? Acting Keeper Protus is standing in the middle of this hall. The sweltering heat doesn't bother him. He barely seems to notice. He's standing next to a basin full of steaming red goo. When you approach, he says, "Well, Gabriel, I suspect your stay with us is coming to an end." He leans against the vat. "I wanted to speak with you one more time. I just have a few questions." "What is that vat?" "Some of Redbeard's magic. Restorative magic, helping him to stay alive and functional well past his years. He's been away from it for a while. That is probably having an effect. I wouldn't touch it. It is enchanted to only help Redbeard. I plan to have it destroyed soon." "Thank you for your help." "It was our pleasure. Despite our disagreements, we are still on the same side." "Ask what you need to." "Well, I am new in this post, and I confess that I can still be insecure. You have seen Avadon with fresh eyes, and you have good judgment. What do you think of the Black Fortress?" "Avadon is very powerful now." "Yes, it is. Our power is now not just physical, but moral. We don't act like bandits and tyrants. We serve the leaders of the Pact. This makes the Pact respect us more." He watches you silently. You wait for him to speak, but he doesn't. He doesn't move either. He just watches. Your interrogation isn't done. "What else do you want to know?" He leaves the vat and takes a few steps toward you. Then he lifts the necklace, symbol of his mighty position. "This means that, for now, I am Keeper. You can return to Redbeard. It took some thought, but I decided to allow it. Before you go, I want you to speak freely. I am not Redbeard. I will not punish you for honesty. Anything you want to say to me? Envoy Darren asked for my help. The hair thing, right? She wants some of his hair. She also asked me to help with that. It's a peculiar bit of old magic to try to draw from. Help her, don't help her, it is of no concern to me. Aren't you afraid that Redbeard will kill you? Of course. He is powerful and full of tricks. He also hates me. He would kill me in a moment if he could. That is the way of tyrants. I am not afraid. He will not scare me, the old bully. I know I am doing good. Very well. That is all I have to say. And I only have one last bit of business. It regards an item that you moments ago removed from Redbeards Chambers. What? The flask, full of medicine to revive Redbeard. It is in your pack now, yes? Yes, I have it. Good. He hopes it will remove the taint of the corruption. It won't, but it will make him functional again. He produces from his pocket a tiny pouch. From this, he takes a pinch of herbs. Even in this smoky, sulphurous chamber, the bitter medicinal smell of the green mixture makes you wince. Please, let me put this in the flask. What will the herb do? Very little. It will cause his powers to waver. He will still be able to command and defend himself. However, it will limit his more powerful magic. He is too dangerous to have full use of his power. Is that all? I'm not sure I believe you. That doesn't matter. The Keeper of Avadon has given you a command. You will submit. Won't Redbeard detect it? No, he is not omnipotent, and Avadon's alchemists are the best in the known world. Why are you asking? Can't you force me? I could, but then you would just warn Redbeard when you give him the flask. I need your cooperation. I'm counting on your desire to live. Redbeard is erratic and dangerous. If he decides to kill you, do you really want him to have full use of his power? Oh boy. You're putting me on the spot with a tough choice like this, god damn it. He says Redbeard would not notice. It's basically sabotaging him. Redbeard has trust for me. All this is happening. I'm very concerned. Protus has seemed to be doing better. And Redbeard has been getting erratic and crazy. And he really does need this. I do wonder how Protus learned that he has the corruption in him, though. I never told him. I never told anyone. How did he get this information? At the same time, I feel like in the end I'm going to be supporting Protus and going against Redbeard, despite all this. What I want to do is have two flasks. One pure, one not. I'd give him the not one and give him the pure one if things go well, and keep that secret. That's what I'd want to do. But of course, that's not an option. Only because I feel like I'm going against Redbeard a bit, and I feel like that's what's going to happen. Do what you need to. Protus takes the flask and unstoppers it. He drops the herb in, replaces the cork, and gives the thing a good shake. Then he returns it to you. I give you leave to depart Avadon. I suspect the portal south of my audience hall will take you where you need to go. With those words, the gate to the north slowly opens. Goodbye, Protus. Goodbye, Gabriel. It really was a pleasure. I hope when we meet again you are not my enemy. He turns and walks toward the exit. I hope too. I'd rather a more peaceful way of resolving this than what is likely going to end up being trying to kill Redbeard. Okay. So yes, all that's left is to go through this portal and go to what I imagine is the Kava. That is going to happen in the next episode. I have like 3 minutes left, but that's 3 minutes and I'm going to need a whole episode for what we're going to do there. Oh, everything that's been going on here. I don't know. Sorry about that awkward cut. Phone rang. I hate politics, and as I said, it really does feel like I'm going against Redbeard at this time, because not the whole he's a tyrant and a bully and evil and all that, but because he was strong before. He was a decent leader, but over time he has been getting erratic and losing track of his goal. He does want to protect things, but it's getting to the point where I don't know. At the same time, he is doing things. That's the whole thing in this whole thing. Redbeard is going out, and with my assistance, he is ending parts of the war. But on the other hand, things in Avadon were getting a bit out of hand. In a way. And maybe it was the politics of Hanvar's council trying to just get rid of Redbeard and thus cutting off everything from Avadon just to do that. But at the same time, Protus is improving things in a way for Avadon. This is a complicated thing. Redbeard is getting things done, and the western half of the war is dealt with. All because of that. I don't know what Avadon itself was actually doing, but it is getting stronger and getting better. And they actually have Hanvar's council allying with them and helping them. Granted, some would probably say, with Hanvar's council in charge, Avadon won't be as effective, but at the same time, some oversight is needed, and Avadon had reached the point where there was virtually no oversight. And that must be the whole thing. I've heard some people say, I think in the comments, that in the first game there wasn't really much incentive to go against Redbeard, except you thought, oh, Redbeard's evil, you want to take over the whole thing. I'm starting to think that in actuality it was just this, but a lot more subtle. Those problems were present there, it's just very, very not very noticeable. I may have to play through it again to try and keep my eyes open and see. It was still too soon to kill Redbeard and do that whole thing, because it wasn't really noticeable, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Next episode, we're going to go through this portal and get to Redbeard as quickly as we can. Till then, I'm Chester44, that is Gabriel, this has been an Avadon 3 Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.